Hey, it's Kat Mykals with Loudwire, and I'm here with Josh and Sam, the guys from Greta Van Fleet. Hey!
Right, that's us.
Our friends from Michigan.
That's right.
It's like a town of, 5,000 people?
Yeah, about that.
Not a lot.
Not a lot, and I know that's got to be weird because when you're here and you're playing for, 6-8 times as many people as what's even in the town that you grew up in.
I never thought about it that way.
That puts it into perspective.
Sure, absolutely. And now, I know that you guys have been sitting at number one now with Highway Tune for, is this the fourth week, or have we're creeping into that fifth week yet?
Yeah, somebody informed me it was 4 a while ago.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
It's really cool. It's phenomenal. It's a great track. The first time I heard it, I was completely blown away. My immediate thought, and you probably get this all the time, was Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
But I know you guys have like a really rich kind of musical history with the family. Your folks had a big vinyl collection, and you kind of grew up listening to that stuff. So what is your Deserted Island album? Like if you could only take one album with you and you knew you were never going to have Civilization again, but you had to have a piece of music, what would it be?
The Crosby, Stills and Nash Couch album. Their first day. They're self-titled.
I think it'd have to be this album called 666, but by Aphrodite's Child is the name of the band. I don't know if you've ever heard of those guys at all.
I have not.
Yeah.
It's out there.
It is out there. They were really big in Europe back.
That
But
album
it's
is a
actually, if
dead
you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's an incredible album.
And then, so you guys got your name. There's an town elder,
Yes.
elderly woman. Her name is Gretna, though,
Gretna,
correct?
yeah.
Gretna.
Yeah.
How did that conversation go when you were like, hey, we really dig your name and we'd like to use it for our band?
It actually was not like that. We just kind of heard it one day, and we needed a band name quite desperately, actually, because we were going to play the Frankenmuth.
We had quite a
Autofest.
show the next day.
Yeah.
We probably had.
So, our drummer showed up and said, my grandpa has to cut wood for Greta Van Fleet, because that's what we do up there in Michigan. We cut wood. And
Stay warm during the winter months.
exactly. But it was just a cool name. So we thought, we'll take out the N. I think it was Josh who said take out the N. Then Greta Van Fleet. And I like it because it's unique. You don't know what we're going to play. But, now it's not, I don't think it's just a cool name now. I think it's something that we take with us everywhere we go, and it kind of reminds us of home, and it reminds us of the people there.
Sure. I'm dying. The typeface that you use for your logo, it's killing me because I know I've seen that somewhere, and I cannot for the life
You
of me
haven't.
place it. I haven't.
Wow, it's been used. Actually, there's a history about the font. It's been used.
What's that font called?
I don't even know how to pronounce it. Benjot, something like that. I would have to ask Mike. I would know.
But I think I know where you
It
saw
has an extensive history in film. You'll see it in like Pulp Fiction, and they used it in Stranger Things, and they've used it. I guess Tarantino heists it all the time, but I've seen it in other pictures too. So it's just, I think it's been around.
Yeah,
And I just saw it and I thought, oh, that's very cinematic. I know, and I was doing film forever, so before I fell into this accident, incidentally,
It was an accident.
Get me out. No. But yes, so no, that was kind of like my ode to the cinema,
The cinema.
Yeah.
Very cool. And for some reason, when I look at it, it makes me think of Stephen King. And I've because I'm a huge King fan, so I've gone through and I was actually looking at vintage covers, book covers, trying to figure out where, because I saw it and I'm like, it reminds me of something.
It's probably on one of those.
Yeah. And then
has great taste.
okay, so like
I
I,
know,
said,
you have great taste.
She likes Pink Floyd too. It's her
Really,
favorite band.
it's beautiful.
what's that?
So you have
Oh,
good
nothing.
taste.
Oh, thanks. I have no idea what you said. I'll hear it later. So you guys have been touring, and you're pretty much sold out every single show. That has got to be a really cool feeling, but I would think it's kind of surreal as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are young, so this is to be selling out and doing things big like this.
Yeah. Well,
It's a thrill.
it's a thrill. You take it a day at a time, and keep yourself grounded and process through these things, and don't internalize them. And maybe it's a clean, healthy way to go forward.
We try not to think about it too much, But it's really fantastic that we've gotten so much support from our fans that from everywhere, from LA across the ocean to London. These shows are selling out, and people are really zealous about this whole movement. So it's great that they're on board like that.
Absolutely. I can't wait to see what you guys do next. I actually I got to hear the whole EP. Black Smoke Rising, love it, love all 4 tracks on there. We've been playing Highway Tune on my station for a while, and I mean, it's spectacular. Now, there are 3 of you that are brothers, and then the 4th one's a friend. So you're a twin. You have a twin brother on guitar.
Yeah.
Sam plays bass. So you're the younger brother?
That's right, 3 years.
So with the 3 brothers together in one band and on tour, is there sibling rivalry? Is there do you guys pick on each other a lot? Like,
No
what's that
more than
like?
Usual.
Yeah, not a whole lot different.
No.
So not often, but from time to time,
I think
I'm gonna rip your throat out, you bastard, kind of thing.
I think we got over that, long enough ago. Where it's a healthy relationship when we're on the road, especially now that we have the bus where we have our own space and stuff, so we're not always at each other's throats.
Obviously, the next thing is what's next. What is the next big thing for Greta Van Fleet? I know that's broad.
That is a broad question. Not
Next
bad.
big thing. Probably our next music release, but if we told you too much, we'd have to either flash, or could probably maybe kill you, which we don't want to do.
We don't want to do that.
I think there's plenty of. Hello, thank you very much. I think there's plenty of things coming up that will. I am not a crook. Fairly good, big news. That all kinds of fun, etc. More music and bigger shows and with pretty influential people. So
It's exciting.
yes.
So if you guys had the opportunity to collaborate with anyone, if
Living or dead?
anyone,
Okay.
who would it be? Like, who's the dream collaboration?
I think George Harrison myself. I would love to work with George Harrison.
Pink Floyd.
Now, is that true, or is that for my benefit because we had that conversation off mic?
It's a good question. I'm just feeling Pink Floyd right now.
You're feeling Pink Floyd right now.
Fantastic musicians and a very
Well ambiguous, if you haven't noticed by now.
ambiguous. Nobody knows anything about me.
Well, I have a question because you said you're like cinematography and movies and film. Dazed and Confused, are you familiar?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea how much he looks like Mitch?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
We've
Me.
been over this.
No, we haven't.
Yeah.
Because
Is that the McConaughey
if you were just
character?
walking around doing this, because
Oh, yeah.
that's all
Yes.
Mitch does.
Yeah.
No, it's not the wiping. It's like he does this thing in the
It's
movie.
not the McConaughey character, is it?
It's not Matthew McConaughey.
Who was in
Matthew
that
McConaughey's Wooderson.
Yeah, with the mustache.
Yeah.
That God blessed mustache.
You know what I love about high school chicks? I keep getting older. They just stay the same age.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but you remind me with the hair and everything. You remind me of
Is
Mitch.
he the squirrely one with the hat and the?
Oh, I can't think of what his character's
I
name
haven't
is.
seen that in a while. I should revisit.
That's one of my favorites. Actually, one of my top 5. So,
I feel like if you blended all those characters together, Sam would have to be like the average of all of those characters' looks. See what I'm saying? If we were to meld them all together, they would look so.
I haven't seen that movie for 4 years.
oh,
Yeah. It's been a while.
so favorite movie?
Favorite movie? That's a tough question. 2001: A Space Odyssey is really good.
You should not have asked him this.
Yeah, Apocalypse Now is good. I think Inglourious Bastards is one of my favorites. I think that's like a really fairly like.
Do you have anything obscure?
Yeah, I like David Lynch's stuff. Blue Velvet. I really like Clockwork Orange. I'm a Kubrick guy.
Clockwork Orange is in my top 5 as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
So-
Brilliant. Yeah.
I'd probably say The Godfather is my favorite movie of all time.
That's a good one too, for sure.
And he read the book, so he's saying something.
I read the book after I saw the movie.
But you read the book.
It counts for something.
No, that's good. A lot of people are always like, "Well, I watched the movie. I don't need to read the book." So,
Totally different.
all right, a couple more things. We've got Friday the 13th coming up soon. So, do you guys have any superstitions or anything that you consider to be like lucky or unlucky?
Well, I'm knocking on wood all day, all the time, because it's like one of those. It's one of
Just in
those.
case.
Just in case. It's one of those nervous things. You say something.
Whenever we find a good forest, me and Daniel go out Sasquatch hunting.
Yes, this is true. They do this.
Well, we haven't found him yet, but we know you're out there, and we're coming for you.
All right, and with Halloween right around the corner, what's your favorite Halloween memory?
Getting the flu. No, I mean, that's a good question. They're all pretty good, you know? Halloween was always great.
Honestly, probably the candy. I know you weren't expecting that one, but probably.
You know what? One year we had everybody dress up. We had 4 of us guys, so we dressed up like the guys from Clockwork Orange. We had the
Droogs.
The jock strap and everything, and the big eyelash, and it was great. So that was a really good one.
Yeah.
This is where our faces are here.
Wait, do this. You actually told me the story about how these mics were designed, or this company started off doing mics for Pink Floyd, right?
Yeah. The guy behind Heil Microphones got to start making custom mics for Pink Floyd.
I wonder what's inside of here.
My engineering team would probably
Yeah.
kill me if I came back, and I'm like, no, Josh from Greta Van Fleet said it was totally okay to take this microphone apart.
And here are the pieces, you know.
Good luck putting it back together now.
They took off the cover and bit the diaphragm off.
Right, yes. Sounds like something Ozzy Osbourne would do.
So have you guys had any really crazy tour moments?
A bunch, I think.
Yeah.
Man, it's hard to remember. Like last night we heisted a golf cart and took it out for a joyride.
Oh yeah. What festival was that? Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom. Yeah.
After hours, we just we were walking past the golf cart, and the golf cart got down on its knees and said, "Please take me for a spin, please."
Of course it
Take
did.
me around.
So we just jumped in it. We rode around asking how the festival was, and everybody seemed to enjoy it, right?
Yeah. It was good. It was good. Overall, positive feedback.
Very cool. All right, Josh, Sam, Greta Van Fleet, thanks for stopping by to talk with us, and that's it with Loudwire.
Thanks for having us.